I'm Lisa Oswald, the Awake channel for the workspace of Pleiadian Great Light Channel. This 5-part channeling series on crossing over is from Book 2, How to Experience Your Soul's Origin with the Ripple Point. This session explains how every soul has a choice, even after death, as it continues to experience its unique energy signature throughout time. Question. In the last channeling session, our friend who had crossed over seemed to be unaware of where he was. Then there was a release and he seemed to move on. He is a great soul on a great journey. He's moving on in the sense of having a closer experience of his soul's energy signature. This doesn't suddenly end with the body not working anymore. This expansion and experience of one's own unique energy signature continues throughout time. It continues on in all fields of existence and dimensions of existence in the universe. It's only because we no longer see that soul's workings with that particular body or form that we imagine suddenly the soul is gone to a greater place or resting or experiencing some heavenly visions or other places of awareness or beingness. Truly, the soul is always in its deepest connection with its own true energy signature after death occurs. In that gap of space, the being is able to very clearly experience and make a choice about a greater experience of its soul energy signature. Your friend was making the best choice that he could, but was having some doubts, even at that stage. Even in that experience level, which is more connected to the soul, one can still experience some doubts, some pulls, blocks, and some doubts about one's own connection or ability to express one's own self, even on the level of having an in-between gathering of energy. We're being a little bit careful right now about the use of words and this soul's adventure because we don't wish to cause a lot of confusion on this level. Death itself is an experience for all beings and all life forms everywhere. The continuation of the soul's unique signature is felt even more strongly at the point where choices are still being made at this level. Even these choices can lead to blocks in this energy and can lead to the same experience that everyone is having during this life experience, during this wakefulness stage of consciousness, where consciousness is being projected through a form and working with the mental and emotional states. At that point, the experience is the same, only there might be a shift in the shape of that form to something that is vibrating in a very much more unique way, much more unique to that person's soul's work. This continues to open up those opportunities for choosing to see that delicate process of work of the light and the darkness. During the processing of these areas, they can be experienced even more acutely because of the lack of a temporary form. When this happens, it can be disturbing even on that fine energy level. That sense of disturbance can create a little hold-up in some energy somewhere along the line. This determines where that soul's energy is going to be able to expand to at the next available juncture point. So good. Some opening up is happening here. We can talk a little bit more about this now. Are there any other questions about your friend who has so generously come into this space to allow us to have some wonderful openings and growth now in regard to death and the transmission of soul energy experiences beyond the grave and into other dimensions. While these are all possible on the level of experience, there is truly only one thing remaining for him now, and that's to fully wake up to his own energy signature. We ask him again, who is here? Because he enjoys this expansive energy, and he's enjoying his laughter with you as he always used to. He's still very funny. He is enjoying the expansiveness that comes from jokes and laughter. He passes on a message to you not to waste any time being miserable. He says to open your heart and take a lot of chances on happiness. Never mind anything else. He said that's what he did the best in his life on Earth this time. He passes on some expansive energy, and we invite him to stay as long as he wants in this expression of life after death. He advises Lisa that she can continue her channeling because it's her most direct link to us. We appreciate that message. So, you can go if you wish, or you can explore some more on this earth plane. It's up to you, dear friend. Souls have continuous choices to make no matter what state of expression they find themselves in, whether it be plant, mineral, outer space matter, beingness, beings, angelic life forms, ETs, planets, or galaxies. They all are on an expression of a greater continuity of soul groupings and their pathways back to and through their source. Their energy signatures are expressed on so many multidimensional levels and in so many almost infinite ways. It is almost impossible sometimes to find a soul's transitioning point. It's easiest to find it in form and matter. Lisa, it's easy to find an energy signature in a crystal, a rock, the bark of a tree, a clock on a wall, or a person sitting next to you. It's easy to find that energy signature when it has some tangible shape or form, or even just color works too. It gets a little bit more challenging to find that individual energy signature when it's in a void of formlessness or an energy platform that is very difficult for us to move. That's why this energy is so very compatible with not only human beings, but with many different life forms that have a more concrete expression. We can find that energy signature and help assist it to reach its own conclusion, its own source, if you wish. What does this have to do with life after death? We're not sure, except that many draw a lot of conclusions that everything must end in death. We would like to expand on this and say that life is a continuous expression of the soul's energy and working contracts, meaning the soul's greatest wisdom and purpose, which is so unique and individual in so many ways that it can hardly be described. Death is a good subject because it is a place of a lot of controlling fear. The subject of life after death is welcome because quite a lot of ancient fear and ancient formless fear can find their way into this area and can seem to manipulate a lot of our energy. We can let go of that now. Everyone can let go of that now. Death is a word that is empty for us because we do not see death. Death is all about beliefs. There are so many beliefs at work in the mind. We see a continuous life flow of energy through forms, manifesting and expressing through forms, sometimes, but more often than not, through formlessness. At that moment, you're mostly aware of form with some formlessness. Naturally, you think when the form is gone, that's the end of everything. That's not the case. There is just a continuous manifestation of life energy signatures into more expansive, creative, powerful, and more meaningful and closer levels of each soul's choice of manifestation into form, energy, or light. So good. Thank you for listening to the transmissions of Pleiadian Great Light Channel. Check out the links below for more information, and thank you for subscribing.